Judy Robles.
Jennifer right here on the end. Beautiful. Jennifer right here on the end. Jennifer right here on the end. Beautiful, Jennifer. Thank you. Can we get photos? I don't want to miss the picture. Make sure not blurred. Sound view. Okay, take one. And Jennifer, my picture. Lights made a burn. Jennifer, can you sign? Real quick.
J-Lo. J-Lo, you're looking pretty tonight. I love this outfit.
Oh, thank you.
Let's get loud. Judy Robles.
Because I know what it's like to be out there in the public eye. I know what it's like for people to judge you and to, kind of look at you and, have all their ideas about who you are. And so to open up your life to people is a very scary thing. Nobody here is, if I picked out one person who would just tell me all the most difficult things in your life, the things you tell nobody, the things that nobody knows, that's, you're just like, excuse me? It's a very scary thing. So for me, it was about making her feel very safe and to understand that to tell the story in the best way. It's such a victorious, triumphant, inspiring story. But what makes it that is the struggles and the hard times. That's what makes it so kind of beautiful to watch and kind of moving to watch. And so I told her, I said, the more you can give me, the more I can understand what your life was and what your relationship is, not just with Anthony, but all your kids and to yourself, and how you feel like deep down with all of these things that have happened, and having a baby at 16 and on and on and on and on, and being in a marriage that was challenging, and how that affected the kids and how she felt about that. And as a mom, I knew that comes with a lot of feelings. And so the more she shared with me, the better my performance would get. And she was very brave. It's very brave to do stuff like this. I think it was brave for both of them to share those parts of their lives with the world, to then kind of tell this story that would inspire people and make you, kind of like cry at the end of the movie. Oh my God, yes, I could do anything, because they both have done and fulfilled, these potentials that probably people never thought that either one of them would. And that's very inspiring. And so for me, she was a very complicated character, very complex, not complicated, complex, and complicated, like all women and people are. And there was strength. There was so much strength. If you talk to her kids, it's like, oh, she's so happy all the time. Like, as Anthony, I said, what's your mom like? Oh, she's so happy all the time, and she's the best mom, and she's always encouraging me, blah blah blah. And then when I talked to Judy, she was like, it was really hard. I never let the kids know, and this and this and that. And she really let me in on her deep and her feelings. And I wound up taking a lot of those nuggets that were not in the script and putting them in because they were important for her character. And Billy was generous enough to let me do that. And I think it was, for me, when I saw the final product, I was like, wow, what came across was exactly what I encountered in real life with Judy and Anthony. A really strong bond of two people who affected each other and inspired each other to be the best that they could be. And by just loving each other, as a mother and son. And that to me was, a beautiful thing to watch and to be a part of. Yeah, I think so. I got
color changes.
I asked Judy and Billy, I think they sent me albums of the family, like photo albums and stuff like that. And I was looking through the pictures and I was looking at different times. And when I got with you, I was like, when was this? When was this? When was it? And I had specific reasons. I was asking why. And one of the things I had noticed is that when she was most sad, she took away her natural color and went like really, really blonde, like lighter. And would do these streaks in her hair and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, so there's something going on there. So I said to her and I said to Billy, I said, I noticed this. Is this true? And she was like, oh my God, yes. And I was like, I'm gonna start it with like more color in my hair, and then as she becomes more whole and more kind of comfortable with herself and starts, you know, her own kind of healing and journey and her own growth journey, I said I want her to become more who she naturally is. And she was like, okay, I love that. Yeah, no, that's true. I was really upset there. This is what was happening there. This was happening. I was like, I know, I see it. I got it. Because as an actor, you know, you really, really look at those things. You look at like how people sit, how they, you know, you're just studying the whole behavior. And there's an emotional kind of connection to every mannerism and everything that people do all the time. And that's like kind of the fun part for me. That's what I love doing. And so to kind of break it down into like, and I'm also a dancer and a singer, so it's a lot of sound for me. The voice was very important. I would listen to her in a podcast every day on the way in, just to get my voice right. And then I would like, you know, I was always watching Judy when she was, you know, with me. The way she walked, the way she talked was different than I carried myself. You know what I mean? Again, being from New York, it's a totally different thing. There's a different way you walk, a different way you talk, all of those things.
Welcome to my YouTube channel. Jennifer Lopez puts on leggy display in tiny shorts and knee-high boots at Unstoppable screening in NYC. Jennifer Lopez looked red carpet ready while arriving at a screening for her upcoming film Unstoppable in New York City. The on-the-floor singer, 55, who recently enjoyed a lavish lunch with her 16-year-old son, commanded attention in a Gucci tan knit button-up with a diamond collar and matching shorts. On Sunday, she leveled up her look with a brown turtleneck and knee-high boots paired with designer glasses as adoring fans snapped photos of her. The bombshell wore a full face of glamorous makeup and tied back her honey-toned locks while posing up a storm in the streets. Unstoppable first premiered at the Toronto International Film Festival in September and is slated for a limited theatrical release on December 6th before hitting the Prime Video library on January 16, 2025. According to an official description, the film followed the true story of Anthony Robles, born with one leg, who defies expectations to become a champion wrestler in college, competing against the very school that rejected him. Unstoppable also stars Jarl Jerome, Bobby Cannavale, Don Cheadle, and Michael Pena. Lopez's Big Apple outing comes days after the Puerto Rican songstress endorsed vice presidential candidate Kamala Harris, joining the Democrat at her Las Vegas rally. The New York native campaigned for the 60-year-old vice president on Thursday, entertaining her supporters with a performance and emotional speech. She looked radiant in a brown bodycon dress that flaunted her famous curves while encouraging first-time voters and meaningful political discussion. Lopez also expressed her unity with fellow Puerto Ricans after Trump rally comedian Tony Hinchcliffe called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage on Monday. The comment received backlash from the Puerto Rican community, leading to high-profile celebrities who share the heritage to use their platform to fire back. In the film, Lopez portrayed the wrestling champion's mother, Judy Robles. At the Toronto International Film Festival premiere on Friday, Robles told people about how it was difficult opening up about the pain he experienced in real life in order to turn his life story into a movie. However, he noted that Lopez and the rest of the cast nailed it. For more Jennifer Lopez updates, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Thank you.